Hello, and welcome back to Reverse 1999. So, today we're gonna go ahead and do, oh my god, what's her name again? Centurion, there she is. Centurion's Anecdote, all the world's chip. Yeah, you're also gonna get this, thing. Alright, let's go ahead and check out what it is, shall we? This is Centurion's lucky coin. If the coin lands on tails, one bullet is loaded into a revolver. If it lands on heads, one bullet is removed. These bullets might have special effects on certain moments. Okay. Land on tails, what does that mean? Heads removed, one bullet, okay. Indoors. Inside a dim room in front of a TV. Welcome. The visitor is always poor on the west side. The rusted, twinkling copper wires add a layer of buzzing static over the flickering, unclear face of a man. No one can enjoy TV like this. Okay. Press and hold the screen to straighten the antenna. Okay. If you rough twist straighten the antenna, the man on the screen begins to emerge from a fog of static. Today on August 18th, your Jack Bailey is back for another witch, with another of Witch for a Day. One of the most popular extreme reality shows of the century. Some say it was the most popular, featuring the boldest and greediest contestants relying on skill or luck to finish challenges, until the winners can take home a mouth-watering, juicy cash prize. And yeah, sometimes people die chasing after the grand prize, but this is what the audience is tuning in for. To celebrate our anniversary today, we're paying a visit to our most beloved witch of them all. It's gonna be Centurion, right? One who kisses her chains and undefeated escape artist, forever blessed by Lady Luck and her golden coin. Every eye is now glued to the flickering screen, and the host's words, their throats tighten, and the name escapes their lips in unison. This is right, it's none other than Miss Centurion. Her luck and her confidence and her courage have won over the heart of our viewers. Even now, when times are tough, her spirit remains unbroken. That's why her fans from every corner of this great country place their hopes in her. Before we put our witch back in her cage, we've arranged a little meet and greet. The camera pushes through the clutter, its movement producing a soft rustle like an enormous snake weaving through the crowd. It pushes on until it finds destination and stumbles into a sudden patch of light. A room coated in black and dark red velvet, stacked full of props and accessories, and here in the midst of it all are three people, two adults and a child. Centurion, one with two of her fans. Okay, she flashes a showman's smile as she spots the camera, then gestures to a shy, brown-skinned girl, signaling the host to talk to the girl first. Oh, it looks like one eager young fan has already found her star. She's a bit shaky on her feet, but very sweet. The girl flinches at the camera. Her small hands twist the fabric of her beige dress. Don't worry, kiddo. No need to be nervous. Why don't you tell us your name? I love your dress. It's darling, isn't it? Is it new? I'm Milagro. Call me Mila. The dress? Oh, it is new, but the fabric is old. Uncle Joaquin made it into a dress for me. Looks brand new to me. And it suits you so well, Mila. Now, let's say hello to your hometown. Which little slice of America will be cheering you tonight? And what is that your father with you? Mila glances at the man beside her, dressed in black and a matching hat pulled low. Centurion doesn't need to wait for an answer. He doesn't look a thing like her. The camera approaches. He tightens his grip on Mila's hands. Ah, yes, that's my papa. We're from around here, west side actually. We both love watching Centurion. When Witch for a Day airs, Jose has Jasmine, and I always watch it in the thrift shop. At first it was just us, and then some grown-ups started watching us with us because they've got lots more free time during the day. Everyone says that La Señora Centurion is a superstar. Nothing can keep her down. They also said she represents hope for the people like us, someone to be proud of. One day I want to be just as brave and lucky as her. She stumbles over every word, almost too shy to continue, and looks up at Centurion with admiration in her eyes. Centurion crouches low and wraps Mila in a hug. You already are. I was just telling Mila that coming all this way just to see me makes her the sweetest and the bravest. What else did I say? Remind me, Mila. Starstruck, Mila's cheeks flush as she tries to stammer out words. The lucky said most blessed girl in the whole neighborhood, just like Centurion. Exactly, just like me. So remember, you can go anywhere and hit a jackpot. Centurion tilts her head, flash a winning smile. Her open palm extends an invitation. Surprise washes slowly over the girl's face. Her hand begins to rise, then hesitates as she looks back towards the silent man. Attention hangs in the air. What are you waiting for, little girl? The show's about to start. One lucky high five from her made just double your fortunes. Actually, I was wondering. She looks down, her eyes lock on the shining coin dangling over Centurion's chest. Could I touch it, please? Everyone says your luck comes from that coin. We don't have much money. I thought if I touched it, maybe luck would rub off on us. Good luck is about what you believe in. Every child dreams of finding something that can change their luck, whenever there's a four-leaf clover or rabbit's foot. Yet nurturing that dream is not enough. It needs a bit of faith and courage to make it real. Hearing her words, Centurion pulls back her hand. Then without hesitation, she holds out the coin to the girl. Of course you can. That's what it's there for, right? And when you get home, don't ever forget, you're the girl who touched the lucky coin. Okay? Sorry I didn't offer it sooner. Go on, touch it. Give it a nibble if you want. Don't be shy. Thank you. Mila takes the coin, the image of a Roman office in its face. She traces the raised and sunken lines reverently. The man beside her stirs. Seeing the coin, he begins to tremble with sudden urgency. He reaches out his hand as if to take the luck for himself. Mila looks at the outstretched hand, hesitates, and places the coin on his palm. He studies it closely before returning it to Centurion. Good luck, Centurion. Let's go, lucky lady. He speaks in a rough, low voice, the voice of a man who has seldom seen good fortune. A steep cliff of red sandstone erupts from the harsh desert. Wind and sand have sculpted it into a massive scarred form. The sun's intense rays beat down on the ground and the artificial lake far below, but they cannot beat down the spirit of the crowd. They are waiting for the witch to take a death-defying leap. Our one and only queen. Are you ready to reclaim the throne? You know, I'd never let you down, my dears. The ratings are about to skyrocket once again. Centurion gives a playful wink at the camera. She raises her hand, displaying the blinding shine of to the crowd below, then reply with a thunderous cheers. She then turns and steps into the tall, narrow iron box. Oh. Just look at her, not a trace of fear. Two strong men heave the iron door shut. Just as the last light fades, Centurion blows a kiss towards the camera. A loud grinding noise fills the air as the box inches towards the cliff's edge. Then it stops. That suspended silence, Centurion knows this is it. She allows herself to fall backwards. Woo! Weightless takes her. The crowd screams blend with fear and excitement, and then the familiar rush. Then there is a wild beast she has tamed. Then, as she always does, she reaches for the coin in her chest, to the familiar reference to the Centurion in the Centurion's face. It's not gonna be there, is it? But something's wrong. The texture is off. She glances down, angling her chest with a narrow band of light or fading black. The shape and weight are correct, but her Roman officer is now now bears a jester's hat. And he wears a new face, no longer bearing a sharp Romanesque features. He looks a little like Mila's father. The realization hits her at the same time she hits the water, accompanied by screams and the crashing of iron on water. The witch in the box plunges into the lake. Yep, okay, that explains it. So, like, this thing has different endings, right? I wonder... Yeah, there are two endings on this one, like the other ones. And... boom! Is it gonna be... Nope. Removes the bullets. Underwater. Sight and sound blurs into a thick, dark chaos. A few stray beams of light manage to penetrate, only to be twisted and scattered by the turbulence of the water. Pressure pushes into her from all sides. Ah! The shock of the impact has forced air out of her lungs. Now an immense rush of water invades her mouth and nose in its place. A sharp icy pain pierces her chest as the water rushes down her throat and into her lungs. But the brisk rush of adrenaline focuses her racing mind. She needs the pain. Ah! Or rather, it's a pain she has long expected. She stops resisting, she allows herself to cough, then forces her racing heart to calm, pulling herself back from the edge of blackout. She twists her wrist, using the water's weight to work on the chain loose. The more deadly the situation, the calmer she becomes. After all, this is a rare, truly genuine performance. Centurion flexes her wrists, resetting bone that had been dislocated. Her fingers explore the iron walls, searching for the weak spot. Not here, no gap hiding around. Unless I've landed right in the lake bed, there'd be sharp rocks nearby, probably at 2 o'clock from here. Come on, you mangy tin can. These corners are way too thick. She searches every angle of the box, but finds no clear way out. Her lungs feel like they're on a fire, burning from the last vestige of oxygen in her system. But it comes with a new exhilaration. It rushes from her spine to her limbs, forcing her to pause and truly savor the feelings. In the darkness, she relaxes her body, floating within the water-filled iron box. A ray of light. Sound inside the iron box comes through the heavy and muffled. A faint light seeps through the seams around the door, reflecting the projecting fractured patterns on the wall. Eyes strike the light on the side and down towards the floor. Wait. Near the bottom, a sliver of light flickers. It bends where it meets a specific metal plate. A hidden door. They manage to slip one new trick into her act. Ha, perfect. She pushes off the wall, pressing upwards against the ceiling. She twists around in the water and kicks down hard on the metal plate. With a dull thud, blinding light and water rush towards her. The sun lavishes its light and warmth upon the blue water as she rises from the lake. Centurion brushes her wet hair from her face. She looks over an empty expanse of the vast Sonoran desert. She does not end up surfacing where she had originally planned, so she finds herself emerging next to a patch of saguaro cacti on the far shore. While seeing amazing or a complete mess, she winces, rubbing her ankles. Good thing it's 19th century or it have been done for. Must have been why I always liked the 19, my lucky number. Seems like me too. Centurion may have believed that the 19 is her lucky number. The best way to get through life is living on the 19th floor, putting 19 layers of hot sauce on everything and winning 19 jackpots in a row. Goddamn, she's crazy. On her 19th birthday, an old man with milky eyes found her, and in his hand was a green potion. The memory resurfaces now, dark and vivid. She shakes her water from her hands, puts the chains on her neck, and holds a false coin up to the light, squinting for a closer look. The sun reveals the whole truth. The jester's face is covered with a thin foiled gold. He looks thick and wrinkled, resembling an old man who traded the potion for her coin. She rubs her thumb over the tiny face. The foil cracks and flakes away. Underneath it's a dull grey metal, like the old man's shocked face when it shattered in the end. Not good. Misfortune, large or small, found everyone who took the coin from her, and the old man it seems, has borne the worst of it. Life is a gamble. When there's a miracle, you must pay out something equal in price. As she knows that all too well, some people can't afford that price. The old man could not. Mila cannot. She does not want to see the girl's face shattered like his did. Now let's see. Centurion examines the coin. She looks out across the land. It's barren and hot, scattered cacti dot the cracked earth. Beyond them, the air shimmers. Dark, blocky shapes seem to waver in the heat, like reflections in disturbed water. She said she lived in the west side, didn't she? Oh. Hey, lucky coin again. No bullets to remove. 2 days later. Hey, señorita, would you spare me a nickel? I need one more sip of mezcal. Just one. At the alley's end, a drunk man wearing a felt hat lies on the ground. His right hand stretches out a 5-cent coin loosely held between his fingers. He mumbles something and the coin slips from his hands, rolling down the alley until it stops at a pair of black boots standing at the entrance. The owner of the boots picks up the coin and follows its path back towards the drunk man. And that makes 10 cents. Now I can call Jax. I bet they're all crying over me. Sorry, buddy. Next time I win big. I'll buy you 100 bottles. Centurion looks up and sees an unfinished mural above the drunk man. It shows a middle-aged woman dressed in blue jeans and a blue sweater. Her face is incomplete. She wears a crown of roses sprinkled with gold dust. Her arms are raised, leading a crowd forward. Juan, do not worry whether the garment is torn. Once it cradles the roses, it will hold only their fragrance. Centurion follows the direction of the painted woman points to. The afternoon sun Centurion follows the direction that the afternoon's sun throws the shadows of trees across the yellow walls, where dusty cars are parked at the corner. Nearby, 3 children are kicking around a flat tire. More people arrive at the alley's end. Some towards the Centurion glance towards Centurion curiously. Others ignore her and quietly pray before the mural. Their prayers are soft and hard to catch. Centurion moves closer, trying to catch the words. May our mothers bless us. Help my Alicia to do well in school. You might want to pray that man of yours makes it home by midnight. No, Dagoberto. Our mother will definitely help you find a new job here, where we can stay together. I want to believe Blanca, I really do, but... People bow their heads, whispering towards the portrait of the woman above them, then leave. Only the mother remains, fixed in her grace, a refuge from any who look up. Mother. Something brushes against Centurion's leg. Why are you standing there? Aren't you gonna pray? Grandma says you have to ask her. Mother for luck, for miracles. She really listens. Without her, life is hard. That's what my grandma always says. Centurion crouches down and looks at the little boy, then the mural. She can feel the eyes of other petitioners on her now. It's not enough. Sure, but it's not enough. When life gets tough, and that's when people need miracles most. But you can't just wait around for miracles. You have to be diligent, take action for yourself, and make her happy. She winks at the boy. Okay. The boy nods slightly. So you're a believer then. How about showing a little charity? Just enough for one more sip. I painted her, here, you know. It's not finished, but with another drink I can't sober up. That's just how it works, I'm sure. It's obvious to everyone around he's spotting up nonsense, but this just makes the stakes higher. Return the coin to the drunken man. Centurion flips the coin, then places it along one of her own 5 cents into the man's open hand. To your health, then. I'll look forward to seeing it finished. His eyes focus the coin. He pinches them tightly, staggers to his feet, and wobbles off the alley. Clouds gather. The pale sun hits a wooden church steeple, casting a sharp shadow on the grey road. Few cars pass by. Women lean out of windows, beating dusty quilts and shouting at the kids playing by the road. Centurion walks by the sidewalk, admiring the graffiti and murals aside. They depict entwined eagles and snakes, the resolute, sorrowful face of Zapata, and inspiring historical scenes. Some are finished, others are not. The young painters pause when they see her and call out greetings. They call out to her in Calo. She responds in kind. She attempts to mimic their accent, but doesn't quite pass as a local, at least judging by their laughter in response. She shrugs and walks over. Hey, since we're all buddies now, you know a girl called Mila? She'd been around 7 or 8. She was wearing a beige dress last I saw her. The painters, with their colorful palettes in hand, exchange glances. Plenty of Milas around, and beige dresses too. We got a couple right over there. The 2 girls step forward eagerly, introducing themselves. I'm Mila and she's Mila too. Which one of us are you looking for? Centurion smiles and shakes her head. No and no, but thanks anyways, my dears. You're welcome, but you look familiar. Knowing she wouldn't find her Mila here, Centurion moves on, heading deeper into the neighborhood. She walks past further walls of vivid murals across faded asphalt, and through the metal forest in yellow-gray, past the pharmacy and butcher, the fruit stand, and the laundromat. Here people labor day in and day out. The owner hawks their wares, and people maintain their fragile lives together, while occasionally casting curious glances outwards. Centurion notices a curious little boy starting to follow her. A fan of mine? No, you look different. She pats his head and continues through the neighborhood, but it doesn't take long before more and more people notice her. Hey, she looks familiar. Wait, let me put my glasses. Isn't she from Witch for a Day? Aye, could it be? She's the Queen of Escape Centurion. First 1, then 2, then a dozen, until recognition fills the eyes of every person present, and without a thought, each one begins to fall into a step behind her, like a line of ducks. Hey! Señorita, can I get your autograph? Oh, let me see, where's my glasses? Hey, it really is her. Oi, mind the fruit, watch it. Centurion turns and waves at the with her trademark keys. Her tension sends a wave of excitement rippling through the crowd. Thank you, everyone. I just love the West Side. Everything here is so alive. What's not to love? The crowd gets even more worked up. Cheers bubble up, like shaken cans of cola. Come on. Centurion, we love you. Oh, I know how you do, my dears. But can you answer me one thing? Yeah. Alright then. You all know Witch for a Day, right? Well, I'm looking for a little fan of mine who loves it too. A girl named Mila in a beige dress. Anyone know her? Hands shoot up from the crowd. She must be my daughter. She watches Witch for a Day all the time while she's taking care of my granddaughter and doing the chores. Says she's looking for a little girl, not a grown woman. A few other girls push forward, jumping to be seen. My name is Mila and I love watching Witch for a Day. Are you looking for me? Stop lying, you never know when Witch for a Day airs. I must be the one she's looking for. Then jostling fans go from excited to heated. Girls pile up in the front of the verge of a scuffle, seeing the Centurion tries to control the situation. So happy that you're all my fans. There might be lots of Milas here, but I'm looking to find the little girl who came to see us film the show earlier today. The crowd falls silent. After a long pause, a drunken voice slurs out a word from within the crowd. All eyes turn and see a mass of people apart, creating a narrow aisle and it leads straight to the source. Told you my head close up when I drink. I know who you're looking for. She's my niece, Mila Felix. She came by early to ask Mother for a wish. She wanted to see the witch for a day live. Even said she wanted to touch her lucky coin. I even made her that beige dress you're talking about. Alright, alright. Alright, next one. Alright, ball it in. A lonely cabin stands beside a narrow, dirty river, near a mint that releases small clouds of white steam. Her trail leads her to this cabin. Her fingers trace the door's worn white paint. Hello? Anyone home? The pale door doesn't move. She looks around, finding nothing but wild grass that gently sways with the breeze. Until after a wait almost feels too long, the door creaks open by a sliver, revealing a messy-haired boy.
Wait.
Can I help you? Wait, you're Centurion from TV. You got me good. Anyone else find, who else would find this place so quickly? I'm looking for Mila. Is she home? The boy says nothing, but his eyes seem to light up, suddenly becoming alert and cautious. Amador, is someone there? A soft voice asks from inside. She recognizes the voice immediately and calls past the boy. It's me, I've come to see you, Mila. Hurried footsteps approach and a figure dressed in beige pushes past the boy through the door. The girl stares up at her for a moment, then she rubs her eyes as if doubting whether she's awake or dreaming. Ay, madre mia, did my wish really come true twice? The soft smell of mint tea wafts up from an iron pot, its white steam curling into the warm light of the room. Please come in, we still have some soup and bread if you want. Centurion politely declines the offer. She has more pressing matters. Though Mila has been over the moon with excitement since she let the Centurion in, as she sits together in the small living room, she becomes quiet and tense. Her brother Amador stands nearby, his eyes fixed on them. Centurion is certain that these two are not thieves. Whoever else he trusted, Mila, would not have taken the lucky coin from her willingly. Mila, the reason I'm here is... She calmly explains everything that's happened since Mila left. The girl's expression changed from shock to shame. She lowers her head and covers her face with her hands. I'm sorry. Amador told me not to go, and I went anyway. I wanted to see your show because my brother and I wanted to leave here. So you see how things are. When she looks up, her eyes are wet. She glances around the room and bows her head again. We just didn't know what to do, so I thought if I met you, you'd give me courage like you do on TV. But my wish coming true only brought you trouble. Tears start to fall. Amador shifts beside her. His hand reaches out but falls just short of her shoulder. Changing your luck isn't a bad thing. So I made your dream come true. What's wrong with that? Since when is a bit of luck a bad thing? Centurion leans closer and wipes the tears from Mila's cheeks in a heartfelt smile. But I worry that sometimes when people see a lucky coin or a lucky girl, their first instinct is to use them for something bad. Mila looks at Centurion through her tears and sniffs. The messy stream of tears begins to dry. Amador keeps silent the whole time, but as he refills Centurion's cup, his expression softens. There was a guy. We don't know him, but he showed up a while ago. The words creak out from his lips. Oh? What sort of guy? It was after Mila told Mother that she wanted to see her show. He showed up and said he would be her guardian to get her in. Studio rules say that every child must have an adult guardian to visit the witch for a day set. Understandable. Our parents went to California for work years ago. They left us behind to fend for ourselves. Oh, that's not good. So, the man said he was a fan of yours too. Said he'd pretend to be a family for a day to go together and come back. Do you know where he came from or where he went after the show? Both siblings shake their head. Centurion leans over the rest of a hand on her chin, thinking things through. She takes out her false coin from her pocket. How about this? Have you seen this before? Amateur takes it. The golden foil of the coin is cracked and peeling. She studies it, then bites it lightly. She recoils, face twisting as he spits out the taste. Lead and zinc. Really?
That's right.
Yeah, it's a lead copper mixed with zinc. They use it for templates or something. But this one's a cheap golden foil coating. For the few ships as the mint across the river, lots of guys here run side jobs making counterfeits. Me looks at him surprised, and Centurion turns to him in a sly grin. Don't look at me like that. I've never did anything, but... Wait, you don't think... Centurion realizes the real gold coin might be closer than she thought. Looks like I'll be paying the mint a visit. Hopefully it will be my last stop. She stands up, practically leaping like a cat off her feet, then a hand tugs at her palm leg. Maybe I can help, Senorita Centurion. I could try to spot him for you.
No.
Absolutely not. Her older brother says the words like a final protective authority.
What if...
He could come after you, after us. I have seen what those counterfeiters can do. Last time I was bad enough. I'm not letting you take that risk again. Silence follows. Mila looks both shy and hopeful. Centurion offers her an appreciative pat on the shoulder. But her brother doesn't budge. He has every right to his concern. Centurion bends down and ruffles Mila's hair. No worries, little princess. Maybe there's another way. Since the mother listened to you, listened when you prayed before, why not pray again? This time for me. Ask her to help me catch up with the man quickly. I'm sure she won't refuse you. Hearing this, Mila looks up, and the tight worry in her face softens a little. That's all I have to do? Centurion smiles. That's it. It will mean a lot to me. Okay. Yeah, we got the thing. Alright. And we got lucky. I wonder if that's actual RNG or just scripted. The mint is a squat, pale factory standing above the river. By the river, she pauses at the entrance. Dark doorway opens before her, filled with mechanical sounds and hot, drifting steam. Then, casting aside all concern, she steps inside. Inside, rough black machines spread out like entrails. Conveyor belts move forward like a constant clank. Workers hammer, cast in cold metal. One man lifts a glowing mold with tongs and plunges it into the water tank. It hisses and sends up a cloud of vapor. Thick white steam fills the air, making faces hard to see. Only hands move, hammering the coin as they float down the line. No one speaks. The only sounds are metal striking metal and her footsteps as she walks past the rows. How can I find him in all this steam? Improvisation. Centurion stalks into his approach, then gets through the hot, narrow space. It's a real mint as far as I can tell. But something here is making a special kind of counterfeit. Her voice carries over the whirling and clanking of the conveyor belt, with every step she speaks in another sentence. And as she does, the intangible force like flowing water wells up and spills out from within her. Looks like the place of a lucky coin that belonged to the unluckiest person. So unlucky that the charm turned into a curse. The factory's steam still hangs in the air. A cat-like woman goes still, a gaze sweeping over the air like a leopard in search of the prey. That force moves towards the tight air, blending in with the steam searching. Now, whoever holds it carries that curse. For instance, right now, the unlucky person who still managed to survive has come back to haunt him. She finds something, or rather, she senses it. Suddenly, shouts and curses from the corner of the mint. Centurion looks over. A man's strap is caught on the automatic hook, pulling him into the air. Dios mío, someone cut the fucking hook! Someone turn that thing off. Damn it. Gus breaks into the mint. Centurion leaps forward, running towards the commotion. Her heels click like as she weaves around startled workers. The man sees her coming and struggles wildly to break free. Does a step as he frees himself and falls to the floor. Are you crazy? You want to get yourself killed? Ignoring the shouts around him, he gets up and runs for the door.
Wow.
Whoa!
Nice.
Centurion is on the chase immediately. She squeezes between tight conveyor belts and vaults over the cluttered floor. After a few running steps, she's almost close enough to touch his back, only for him to spin her on as if he expected her. A loud bang. A bullet hits a metal barrier beside her. Silver blanks split out like a waterfall, clattering over the ground in a cascade of noise. Centurion steps on one of the blanks in the noisy area, in the noisy metal shower, and nearly loses her balance. That was too close. But there's no cheating on this game. When she looks up, the man is already out the doors, sprinting towards the city. Okay. Up we go. Lady Luck is on our side again. West side outskirts. She takes off after him, running through the dusty outskirts of town. Familiar sights flash past. The narrow, weeping river, the rundown pale cabin, and the distant blur of a city further on. They reach the west side. Huh? What's going on? The man pushes through the crowds and slips into the alleyway. Centurion follows, breathing hard. People stop working to watch. Out of the way! Idiota, you just knocked over my stand. The breaking of wood and noise of movement draw attention from all around. More residents lean out the window to see. Someone in the crowd recognizes Centurion. Wait a second, is that Centurion? Is she filming something for a show? Stop, you coin thief! Hold on, look at her. Some onlookers seem to catch on the idea what's happening. Others just enjoy the spectacle, but the attention spreads, pulling everyone in like they're part of it. Let's go, Centurion. You've got it. Run, don't let him escape. Serves you right for messing with my stuff. Take that. A rotten tomato falls near the man's foot, almost hitting him. The first tomato, another pig starts flying from the crowd. Dried corn, cans, a broken bulb. More trash follows. What the shit? The man ducks and dodges. Messy but quick. He avoids most of it, but the stumbling one banana peel. Okay, of course he did. The efforts are not entirely helpful. The chair with a missing leg flies past Centurion's head as he just barely managed to slip from side beneath him. Hey, were you ever heard of aiming? Not my fault, I'm not Bashevila. The noise grows louder, people start running behind Centurion. Heather shout her name. She keeps running, waving at her fans watching from above. Thanks for helping, my dears. The first evening light has brushed over the somber face of the mother just as Mila reaches the alley's entrance. She walks to the mural, kneels at the surface as the sunset falls over her. She closes her eyes and prays softly. Dear mother, please listen. I hope Senorita Centurion catches the man soon. I want to make up for what I did. Please be kind. If you help me with this, I'll do anything. Before she finishes, noise rises up from behind her. Confused, Mila stands and brushes off her skirt. She turns just as the man runs straight at her. What? A hard force hits her neck, pushing her towards the wall. She nearly crashes into the mural. The world spins. Pressure tightens on her neck. Something cold and hard presses against her forehead, as though ringing in her ears. A voice she knows cuts the air. Mila, no! Of course, she got captured. Mila looks up and sees Centurion out of breath, surrounded by a gawking crowd. Centurion and the townspeople have chased the man from into this alley. No one knew that she was here. The miracle she asked for came all too soon. In a panic, the man locks his hammer on Mila, pressing a gun to her head as he gasps for breath. What's happening? Ah! Mila tries to fight back, baring her teeth as she tries to reach his arm. In response, he hits her in the head with his gun. Oi! What kind of coward hits a child? Hearing this, the man lifts his head. His face is tired, pale, half wild. His face is familiar. She locks eyes with the same stranger, a fake guardian who had accompanied Mila before. What's cowardly is you people coming here taking what's ours. This is your fault. The crowd erupts. Someone even makes a move to rush and attack him, but the Centurion raises a hand to stop them. The fake guardian does not thank her. He pulls Mila back step by step. His whole body shakes. His eyes shine with a frantic and natural light. Ha 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 ha! Stop pretending, Centurion.
What if?
You're vermin. If you vermin had come here taking our jobs, we wouldn't be stuck in this dump. Wave of unemployment. After the golden age, the workers have been pushed out. The factory shut down. Life without work lost its color and warmth. Politicians say the country is about to face a new wave of unemployment. They call it an active economic cycle. But economies are made up of real people, and the real people cannot understand why big, empty, condescending words mean their children go hungry. But that stupid show put people like you on the pedestal. Ha! Everyone acts like you're some kind of lucky charm, a light in their sad, pathetic lives. But it's your fault we're miserable in the first place. You took everything from us, and yet you get treated like a hero? No one talks about how many of us lost our livelihoods. No one sees our kids going hungry. Nobody cares. This world is rotten. Buddy, you're holding a child at gunpoint. I don't think you're in a position to talk about children. The man shoves the gun back into his pocket. He holds his hand and counts the trembling fingers. Robert, Marshall, Miller, Harrison, and so many others. I'm doing this for all of them. I'm fixing things, bringing back what's fair. I'm doing what's right. His conviction is obvious, even though he barely making sense to anyone but himself. Centurion can almost feel the gaze of the mother looking down on him with pity, though her eyes are still a blank space. The reality of the moment of the crowd's sudden silence takes the fire out of his eyes, but the madness remains.
And?
He pulls a thin cord from around his neck. A gold coin dangles from it. She sees a glinting Roman officer's profile. This is a genuine coin. I know your secret, you wicked witch.
What if?
All your name, fame, and fortune, your good luck, comes from this pretty coin, doesn't it? People like you deserve that kind of luck. The more praise you get, the more this country rots as the roots. I'm just cleaning up the mess you made, putting fortune back where it belongs. The madman breathes out slowly, a shaky pride light in his eyes. Though you'd be finished without this coin, figured I could sell it. Shame. But it came to me. Luck's still on my side. Either this weird portrait of yours agrees. You're wrong. Centurion stops, her throat feels tight. The luck is never in the coin. That's right. It's like you never even watched her show. Mila struggles to answer. The man sneers and smacks her over the head. Buddy! Goddamn, I hope the worst of luck just happens upon you. This time, Mila only whimpers and goes quiet. Centurion's hands clenches into fists. Oh, really? Ha. He tightens his grip on Mila, but puts the coin away and digs into his pocket with his free hand. He pulls out the revolver and points squarely at Centurion. Oh, I guess this is where the bullets come into play, huh? No, does he actually have any? He has 1 bullet. Let's see how that one works. The evening light continues to wash over the west side, warming every corner that it touches, even the cold barrel of the gun pointed at Centurion's head.
What if
Lady Luck is really on your side. The man grins. With one hand, he flicks open the cylinder and turns toward her. Let's see how she holds up here at her end of the bargain. He licks his lip, lifts his gun, and lets the bullets fall free from the cylinder. Brass rounds stumble over the asphalt, all except for one. Okay, that definitely has to be scripted then. The bullets. He holds it in, and then pushes it back into place. You got your lucky coin, and what have you got? A cheap replacement? Fitting, isn't it? Just like your whole ridiculous life, every bit of luck you stole from us. He spins the cylinder again and snaps it shut in the sharp flicker of his wrist. So, what do you say? Do you have the guts? The dry desert air is still. Centurion looks into his eyes. He senses the gaze of every person in the street on her now. No one shouts, no one dares move. The entire town waits silently for a moment of triumph or shame. A battle fought with a single bullet. Trust in fate. A chill runs through her, feeling rise in her throat. Trust in herself, trust in fate. Coin or no coin, I'll come out clean. So go ahead, make my day. That's a Clint Eastwood movie reference, right? She spares a reassuring glance towards Mila. The girl's eyes are alight with fear and wonder. She's hoping Centurion will win, hoping her faith in her praise will be enough. Well, then let's do this. He hesitates only for a second before he places the rifle against his own head. Then, without a blink, he pulls the trigger. The man laughs. The sound falls somewhat with relief and mania. He throws the gun at Centurion. He spins around the air towards her. She catches in a single smooth motion. Your turn, witch. She lets the revolver rest in her hand, weighing what might be her final thoughts, and presses it to her own temple without hesitation. The sound dry as a desert wind. Ha! The man's lips close into a sneer. Not so fast, this isn't over yet. The sun sinks lower, his last golden rays cutting across the alley, splitting a light from the shadows. All the people in the streets hold their breath, eyes fixed on the two as they pass the H-shot revolver hand to hand. Even the shadows themselves seem to be playing a silent witness to their game of life and death. Only one sign fills the alley on repeat. Clean, mechanical, pure. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 3 left. A soft wind stirs a awning where windows shudder. Cold sweat beats down the man's unblemished forehead. 2 chambers left. Oh, I guess. Well, it's not 8. Like, how many were? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, if it's an 8 barrel, then it's 3 chambers. Oh no, I guess 2 chambers with no bullets and 1 with. I guess that makes sense. The queen of escapes. What a laugh. Just as I suspected, with this coin, luck is on my side now. The man laughs while he tosses the gun at Centurion. Well, now we're down to the long odds. You and me, that's how it's got to end. It's her turn. Centurion lifts the revolver to her head. She looks at the coin around his neck, then she looks at Milam, and a thought occurs. He'll go back on his words, even if my brains are still in my head in a second. He'll just shoot Mila or someone else. She needs a different ending to this story. A strange feeling washes over her. That coin has been her lucky charm. But what did this luck come from? But did that luck come from it or from somewhere else? No thoughts rush her in dizzying. For a moment she remembers winning before. Thousands of slot machines spinning out gold tokens, a glare of a casino lights, the desert sun, the old man's face shattering in sunlight. These images blend into the coin and the halo of the mother's head. With or without the coin. Hope this is the last round. The firing pin strikes, a bullet flies. Primal instinct kicks in. Not even a fraction of a second to spare. Centurion tilts her head, just enough for a red, hot bullet to graze the scalp and slice through a few hairs. The lead shot continues outwards, striking obediently against the wall of the alley before the ricochets beneath the hand of the saint herself. First, the glass was surprised. I barely have time to register what happened before. The bullet rips through the man's body. Okay, that's kind of insane. So she basically shot herself, moved her head just enough so that it barely grazes her, ricocheted off the wall, and hits him. Yeah, the luck was never on his side, wasn't it? Last coin toss? Yep, luck is on our side again. It's definitely scripted. Interrogation room, police station. It's all over. The game ends. It's hard to say whose luck prevailed, but it's easy to tell who won. Mila is safe, the police have taken the man away, and Centurion takes back her lucky coin. The police don't take long to finish their questioning, there's no lack of witnesses, but as Centurion heads to the door, she has handed a letter that Amador has left at the station. An invitation to visit before she leaves town. The outskirts fade to the desert badlands, interrupted only by the narrow, babbling creek. No steam rises in the mint of the distance. Centurion takes her time, letting her hands rest in her pockets, relax until she reaches the cabin door. Ah, Mila, Amador, huh? Until this time, its worn white paint is not closed shut. It sways slightly in the breeze. She peeks inside, cautiously. Seeing no one, she clears her throat. Oh, just a moment. Small, quick footsteps reveal the girl's approach. You actually came. I knew you would. Yeah, so that's why you didn't answer right away. The living room is completely in disorder. Clothes, books, suitcases, and beat-up furniture fill the place. It looks nothing like her first visit. Before Mila and Centurion arrived, Amator had been rushing to pack things. Sorry about the mess. Let me clear some of this. Amator realizes he's making a poor host. He moves a pile of clothes off the sofa so Centurion can sit. Mila pulls her down and makes a pot of mint tea. It's the same tea, the same sweet flavor, but now the steam doesn't linger in the room. It rises and fades away as it's set free in the air. Centurion sips her tea, then looks around, asks for a question. Are you... Uh-huh, it's exactly what it looks like. We're packing. We decided to move. Mila nods in agreement. After everything, it's probably for the best. Centurion raised her eyebrow. Do you know where you're headed? Not really. We just want to find out our path and see more of the world. I want to live somewhere where less struggle, where people don't look down on us. And where there are more possibilities, a place where more job opportunities and less fear. The boy's face is determined, his gaze steady, but Mila looks down. The story takes a different turn due to your choices. It might not sound like much to you, but... Mila looks up, her expression is serious. This time, I want to try, I want to believe that we can make it, because I've seen you do it. Centurion listens and then gives a confident, warm smile. Sounds like the start of something new, an adventure. Don't worry too much, it will be fine. I wouldn't expect anything less from my dearest fans. If you want, I can take some luck from this old coin. Want to try? You can take some... She takes out a familiar coin. Mila takes it gingerly and holds the coin in her chest. She closes her eyes, squeezing her palm tight, as if to wring out some luck from it, then hands it back. I believe this luck will stick with me, just like it does with you. Centurion nods and finishes her tea. She opens her arms and hugs Mila, then nods to Amator. I will let you go back to packing. It's been a while. I hope Jax hasn't forgotten about me. Señorita Centurion, can I ask you something? Mila looks down, twisting her hands slightly. Then she gathers her courage and asks a question.
Why?
Why do you never seem to age? Oh. That's a good... Okay, I didn't know that was a thing. Uncle Mario says you looked the same when you was a boy. Now he's grown up, but you are still the same. Centurion crouches and pats Mila's shoulder. I once met an old man. He traded my gold coins for his greatest treasure. The ever-confident man star winks. His gift was eternal youth, forever stuck at 19. Oh, here's her lucky number, huh? Not a bad deal, since the coin only listens to me anyways. It's the whole truth. But after hearing it, Mila slumps like a deflated balloon. I'm not a little kid anymore. You can't just make up stories like that. Centurion laughs and stands up to ruffle Mila's hair before turning to leave. I don't think she was lying, Mila. Centurion steps out of their house and walks alone far beyond the city's edge. She passes beyond the west side, through the ring of cacti into the Sonoran desert, just as she did before. From day to night, something inside her pulls her here. She stops and looks at the dark horizon and the stars above. What is luck? Coin? That halo around the mural? Or something unseen and intangible? Will she ever find out? No one can answer her. Maybe no one needs to. Centurion holds the coin as she carried since birth. She feels something vast inside her, as wide as the desert around her. She stands still in the middle of the sand, feeling the enormous world turned beneath her feet. If life is a gamble, she's always bet everything she has, and never once hesitating. Somehow she knows one flip of a coin will always be at her side. What else do you need? She tosses the gold coin towards the sky. If you've got luck, you don't need a goddamn thing. The end. Lucky 19, huh? Oh, that's a cool picture there. A cool CG. Oop. She looks really good in this too. Complete. Which ending did we get? We get ending 1. Okay. Let's see how do we get ending 2 then. Review, I think. Let's see. Let's see how we get ending 2. Alright, so. We do this, just skip everything. Yep, skip until this, and then good luck. Yeah, but it's basically just saying that the luck is in the coin. Wonder if a coin is really change the fortune of a girl or family, but at this moment only one matters. Remove any trace of doubt in the little girl's eyes. Hearing a word, Centurion pulls back her hands and without hesitation she holds the coin out to the girl. Of course you can, that's where you came for, right? Okay, basically just that. Then we go to... let me just check. Then we go to free... Oh, hold on. Yep, then we go to, beginner's luck. Pick up the coin, skip it until your grandma is right. Basically the opposite of what I said. She's smart, I mean, who wouldn't want a miracle to land in her lap? Life is hard enough as it is. Sometimes all people need is something to hope for to believe in. She says the woman in the mural. She has strength and sturdiness and yet kindness too. If anyone could intercede on their behalf, it might just be her. Okay, and then the same remains the same. Yep, it's the same thing. Then 4. The hidden card. We knock at the door. And then... yeah, good luck and bad luck are the size of the coin. Please don't cry, Mila. Just like the coin, it can change it with a flip. Sometimes it lands one way, yeah, sometimes the others. Trust me, I know. Besides, without both sides, life would be pretty boring, don't you think? Alright, then the same thing happens. And then we have at hard 16. Which is the last one, really. And then it's just with the standoff, look at the gold coin. Her eyes linger on the coin hanging on his neck. It shines bright and glaring, a tangible symbol of all the luck she's ever had. But she knows that even without that coin, a moment is coming. Everything comes down to this, a gamble she can't resist. Let's play your game then. I'm feeling lucky. Alright, then it's just with or without the coin. She... Yep. Alright, let me just skip over until we see that message over there. Alright, let's see. Still a bit scary. There are good people out there, but also bad ones. What if we're not strong enough? Mila seems to recall something. Her face brightens. But we're going to see Mother one last time before we leave. She listens before. It's like feels like a miracle. Maybe she'll watch over us in this journey too. I really want her blessing. Mm-hmm. Centurion listens and then gives a confident, warm smile. Sounds like the start of something new, an adventure. Don't worry too much. You two will be fine. Yep, it's the same thing. It takes it gingerly. Yep, same thing. Yeah, the same thing.
Why?
Never seem to age. You're still the same. Met an old man. He traded a coin for his greatest treasure. Yep. I think it's pretty much the same. The only difference is that little thing over there. Not much of a different ending, I will say. Like, yeah, it's just a little bit of a ending there, but very interesting thing. We barely have any knowledge of Centurion, so it's nice to getting a little characterization from her here. I quite like this. I do prefer when they did the actual visual novel things instead of this. This one is a cool gimmick, I will say, even if it's most likely scripted. I like this thing, but like I do prefer if they could. Where is it? Let me see. They have an atlas here, right? Story review, scrapbook, character story. Yeah, I kind of prefer if they did it like before, like in these ones, which is just visual novel stuff instead of these ones, right? But yeah, I could just take a screenshot of this one without the arrow there. Damn, she looks really cool in this. But yeah, I quite liked it. Centurion is a very interesting character as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Next time we're gonna go ahead and do the Whirlwind in Bloom, which is most likely Ramona's thing. And the Odd Spirits is they brought back the Utu thing, right? So that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. So yeah, without anything else, yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you all next time. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else, and yeah, I'll see you all next time for more Reverse 1999. Ciao.